G-Fam? We are heading back to the shop right now. Just got the trailer hooked up to the old Dangler Wrangler. So now we're going to head back up. We're going to continue this build. Today we are going to be putting on the independent suspension from Timbren Suspension. Nope, that was bad English. From Timbren Axle-less suspension. It's going to be a good friggin' day. Might be a long day. Could be confusing. But hey, I guess we'll find out. We'll see you there.
Something I was measuring that hole. Where that hole is what we're putting it.
Yeah. Yeah, because ultimately, you built like it's a custom trailer, so I don't see why it.
Yeah, what's the matter?
And we know that this is the same distance as that. So.
I mean, yeah, it's all cut the same, so it doesn't have a choice. That's what we want to do. We're just gonna do it.
Just gonna fucking do it.
What's the second half?
Yeah, just stick it together and call it a day.
Not saying anybody else, doesn't do a good job, but I've seen some top of the shit.
I have too.
And it works just fine, so.
Make sure frame is perfectly square. Measure and compare the diagonal distances from one corner of the frame to the opposite corner. Also measure and compare the distances from the hitch to each rear corner of frame. Ideally, the measurements are identical. In each case, the difference should be less than 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
Which we technically did, though, because of this. Because that's how we measured that.
That's what I was doing.
To do there. So these are obviously square because that's square and that's square. And then that's obviously square because they're the same fucking length. Look at us. Look at us go.
Yeah, well, so much like
Science.
It's like 39 and a half. It's actually.
Do you want to do an even measurement though?
I was thinking about it. I marked those ones, but I don't know.
I think we should do an even measurement.
Do like 39 or something. I'd put it back a little bit.
Not much though.
No.
And even though the axle's still moving back slightly.
Or we could put it forward half inch, be 40. Doesn't.
Yeah, let's go forward to 40.
Doesn't really matter either way. And then, so we'll eyeball it, see how close we are. Very cool. We're gonna find out, man.
Fucking A! We're pretty damn good at this.
That's eyeballing right there.
The best eyeballs in the business.
Yeah, sure. Do a whole video for them. You can put this whole thing together with no tape.
You have to use tape measures.
No.
Per instructions.
They just tell you that.
I'll have to run and grab bolts, so.
Yeah. Ah.
I don't know what ones they recommended though.
Probably use older that one. So.
Well, no, they wanted it to go at least, I think it's like a 1/2 inch on either side. Don't quote me yet. Use 1/2 inch. UNC grade 8 bolts, lock nuts, washers, mount, hangers to the frame. Fasteners are not included.
Big bold.
They're not even bold. They're in parentheses, all lowercase. The length of vertical bolts is critical. If bolt is too long, then end of bolt inside hanger will interfere with the control arm during operation of suspension, which could lead to failure of bolt. Well, at least the suspension won't fail, the bolt will. That's grade 8. Those are also not included, by the way.
We're not even doing the vertical bolts.
No.
Because that was the option in the video was you either put a gusset here.
No, you gotta do both.
I don't think so. I think the cross tube was this.
I don't know, tell me both. Show me both, because it goes through here and then down through there. Not supplied, clamp plate.
Yeah. I thought that when I watched the video on them, they said you either do this before you do that. Because one, that one, you gotta have a cross member close, otherwise the frame will twist.
Back to the front page.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start drilling holes in your frame down there. Oh no.
Dude, that's gonna be high when you put a spindle on there. That's gonna dude, that's gonna have a fucking lift kit up to here with the tire on it.
Maybe we should have
Whatever.
2 inches.
Nah, we got 4-inch lift because you can't go 2 inches of lift. Then she gets mad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not enough.
Just go to 4 and be done with it.
Yeah. If I could have went 6, I would have.
I'm pretty sure they got it.
No, I went 4.
We'll just cut these fuckers and make them 6. I don't give fucks. I'll take the 11.
Yeah, because the spindle's gonna be like down here. I'm probably gonna have to put like 20s on it just so it sits low enough. Look at that.
That's what they're gonna be.
It's a lot higher than I thought it was gonna be though.
Yeah, but now you're talking. What
The spindle's gonna be here though.
Well, depends on the tire you got, yeah.
If I ran a 30-inch tire.
15 inches of center.
Yeah.
Which isn't be horrible.
Mm-mm.
It'll only be twice as high.
Yeah, it'll only be here.
Which will only give us another 6 inches. So that's not nice.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it'd be like 26 inches high.
Yeah. That's not that bad.
So it's not dumb.
Mm-mm. It's not ridiculous. If
Well,
I
yeah.
ran a 30-inch tire.
We should get a different one then.
Uh-huh.
It's not ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, I guess. We just gotta
Put
decide.
lift blocks between the frame and the fucking suspension.
My buddy had to do that for his trailer. I think it looks fun. And with a special tapered block, he welded it on. I didn't build it. I wasn't any part of it. So that's kind of like a few inches behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you put that big center bolt right where the hub is, it actually moves it back 4 inches.
Yeah.
But what we were talking about, I don't think we're wanting it to go that far. Because if we slide this forward, because you gotta think, 30-inch tire is gonna be here. It's almost gonna be at the very back of the axle, or back of the trailer.
Yeah.
So I would rather slide it forward. Even if we split the difference between that big center bolt and the hub on the new suspension, we split the difference.
Almost put that bolt in line with the axle now.
Yeah.
Because
That's
that's
what I'm
the
thinking.
hub's backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Pull this. So I can't scratch it. See if my little cordless drill can handle it.
Fuck it up already?
Well, they don't want to stay. Why no one to stay? Stay.
Take a gander. I was gonna ask if you needed help, but
You got it. Well,
anyways, so what we decided to do, basically what you can do is, with a little bit more research and a little bit more discussions, we have decided this center section right here is to run a cross member from one side to the other that runs literally like as high up as you can go up against the frame. And I didn't want to do that because we can run a cross member from the tow bar out, and that way we can utilize these bolt holes right here, that one and this one, to actually weld in a gusset plate on the edge of the cross member, and ultimately it's going to serve the same purpose. It's going to be a little bit more cleaner. We won't have to actually do more cross members on the frame. Since we're already going to do a cross member on the frame, we might as well utilize it to utilize those bolts. We are going to have to build a plate and then put some gussets on the inside of that in between those two holes. But either way, I think it's going to be a little bit cleaner, and ultimately we don't have to do 4 steps to complete the same thing. Because honestly, that's, instead of moving the axle back, that's probably the best decision, because then I won't have the long tow bar. I could have a longer tow bar by taking this off and putting the folding one, but when I go to put it in somewhere, I can fold that tow bar back, and it'll stay out of the way a little bit more compact, because it's like a compact car.
With a lift kit.
With a lift kit.
Yeah.
It's like a Subaru. Alright, so basically what we're doing here is we marked off these 3 holes, which is the mounting face for this. Drilled them all the way through, mounted this up. This is how the suspension is going to be. Super clean. As you guys can tell, there's nothing that's going to go in between there. After we get these on, we're actually going to be taking the inner structure of the old frame out, which is just bolted onto the tow bar. And then we're going to put it up on sawhorses so we can get it up in the air, so it's a little bit easier to measure and do some welding and stuff. But this is basically what we're going to do. And the spindle and everything goes right here. And it's going to be super clean. We won't have to worry about the center axle like this one has inside there, with this super low ground clearance in there. So it'll be super nice. And yes, I know it's a little rusty. It was outside. We got a foot of snow yesterday because, you know, awesome Michigan. Anyways, so that's what we got going on right now. As you guys can see, he's over there. He's about to start on the other side over there, and we're gonna try and get to it. So you guys enjoy the little montage that we got going on. I'll do the front one, so I can lift it back up. Here, hold on. Well, that'll allow me to fucking rotate it, so let's just do that. Hold on. I think I got to get over, so it's not going so perfect. Hold on. No, let it up. Put it down. There's a plate on the bottom. You gotta play all the way up to the fucking back.
If I were to the sea, maybe I never say forever fall into the light. Every time I try to breathe, but when we're right.
What's up, G-Fam? Obviously, you can tell we got the inner structure completely out. We have decided, instead of running the tow bar all the way back, we're gonna end it right there. And this cross member has to go in anyways, so we can bolt on this section of the axle. So there's gonna be a support plate that goes right here. So we decided to chop it off there, and the tow bar there, because I'm not gonna pull it all the way back here anyway, so I'm not really that worried about it. But with that being said, he's gonna get some welding done, and you guys enjoy the sparky bits.
I've loved and I have died.
So what we got going on here is, you guys just seen on the plasma table, you just cut out the bracket that'll go right here. So basically this is gonna get welded on right here and right here. And we're gonna end up taking this, we're gonna put a gusset in here and a gusset right here. So that way it'll strengthen that little bracket up a lot better. But we're also doing the same thing to the other side. So that way we have a lot of good strength right here, because that obviously is the suspension right here. It's really, obviously, as you can tell, very compact, super nice. But that way it'll give a little bit more strength. We have to clear all the bolts and the bolt heads and the nuts and everything. So that's what we're getting into right now.
So I won't hold back, and you should know that what's never gone, just have regrets. So I won't go back, oh, but I gotta make it to.
What's up, y'all? We just got back from getting some bolts and stuff. Had to get the bolts for the suspension and everything. As you can see, we got some more stuff tacked up. This one and that one are tacked into place right now. We got to put some more right here, 2 more right there, and then we're gonna finish weld everything. Everything will be done. We'll get the suspension bolted in, and then we'll weld on the supports for that, and the gussets and everything. Everything will be good to go there, and then ultimately, I just went to the store to see if I could find wheels and tires. Unfortunately, I cannot find wheels and tires. I can find wheels with tires on them, but they're not the right size that I want to run, so I'll have to order them separately and get them in the next few days. But regardless, we're going to get back to work on this, you guys. All right, y'all, as you can see, all the gussets, everything welded and tacked in place. He's getting started on welding everything. Pretty much finished welding up everything. Unfortunately, I still can't find wheels and tires. I've been looking. I can't find them anywhere. I'm gonna have to order some. But regardless, we're gonna get everything welded up. We're gonna tape up the spindles, and we're gonna get it outside until I get wheels and tires here, and then we'll get back on it.
So I won't hold back, and you should know that what's never gone, just have regrets. So I won't go back, oh, but I gotta need to forget the time I lost. Won't let me forget.
Alright, y'all, we got it fully welded. We actually just flipped it over again. We're actually going to take the old axle and bolt assembly that's sitting right here off outside of camera view right now. We're going to actually slide it underneath here because I got to get wheels and tires. And that way we can get it back out of the shop so you can get other stuff done. So yeah, that's what we're up to right now. All right, now we're gonna move it outside. We're gonna move it outside the shop. English, man.
Yeah.